Hey everybody, this is Lord Magicus, and this is our last round of Simic Merfolk in Modern. We have been on the draw, I think, every single round here, so fuck. What are we gonna do? I mean, hand's okay, but still don't have a 1-drop, so like, this isn't fantastic, and we're up against Luris again. It's probably Bogles? No, oh god, this is even worse, it's Harden Scales. Yeah, like, our chances of winning this are just fucking out the window. Harden Scales is really bad for us. It's been a while since we've seen this, but like, yeah, I don't feel too good about this one. um, Especially not doing anything on turn one is just like a death sentence versus this. Really, they're on the play. They kept like 7 cards, so we don't have a 1-drop. Like, which means we're only playing 1 spell a turn, while they're playing like 3 spells a turn. Yeah, they're as soon as they play like a ballista, we just die. But it doesn't even like it's not even. Oh yeah, that's it. Like, dismember or that kills us. That's all it is. So where were you last turn? I can't play that now. Like, it's so fucking terrible on this turn. I can't. Like, it doesn't work that way. All right. I have to play the Trickster here. Okay. I can't believe this thing. Like, well, why do we only get this in turn 2 and not turn 1? It's not. It's like it's too slow. Like, the vial, it doesn't really do anything right now. Well, I have to like turn this thing down right now. I don't like this hangerback being here. I can never attack into this either. So this hangerback is just gonna get really dumb. Like, they can just put a bajillion counters in this thing, sack it to the hangerback walker, and then like when the walker dies, they have a bajillion more artifacts. So like, it's not enough yet. I think that's game over because they get double modular triggers now. You can just sack everything to Ravager, put a bajillion counters in Ballista, and like, the math is just insane. There is like almost no way to calculate this in a reasonable amount of time. Like, just like this is just oh my god, it's mind-boggling like how many +1/+1 counters we're actually looking at. Just watch this. It's insane. There's no hope of winning this one. Why can't we have another league like last week? Last week was great. This week we're getting punched in the dick again. I'm not gonna say that this match is unwinnable, but it's really bad. It is definitely bad. At least these are off the board now. I guess that's a plus. Maybe if I draw a Dismember, it won't be so bad. Because I don't have a way to put more counters in this thing yet, so... I guess I'm playing Svyelun here. I don't know, I kind of feels like they wasted this. Like, they shouldn't have gone for it right there. However, this Tide Shaper might actually be helpful to us if we can potentially turn off this Temple Garden. Oh, come on! Why? Alright, goodbye, Svyelun. It was nice knowing you. You're fucked. I like, just one turn? Could you not, like... I don't know. I guess if they had it in hand, it makes more sense if they threw this away. Because now they can just put a bajillion more counters on it and kill Svyelun if they want. Okay, well... They might just be going for that right now. What I really need to do is draw a land so I can play, like, 3 lords next turn. That would be ideal. You know what? Let's try to block with the Tide Shaper. We'll make him burn the Ravager right now. We'll see if maybe he'll try pinging this thing off and forget about the ward. So, I mean, it's all we can hope for is that they somehow screw this up, because they have like a... Like, winning should be firmly within their grasp right now, so... I need to untap with Svyelun so I can keep her alive with these lords. If I can do that, I can potentially come back. Alright, that it won't be a complete loss then. But I need them to let me untap with Svyelun. So I have to encourage them to make any decision that's going to lead to that outcome. Even if it means throwing away Tide Shaper right now. Because Svyelun will make it very difficult for the Ballista to do stuff. They'll only be able to ping things for the amount of mana they have, so it will get very hard. She will be indestructible then. That's what we gotta hope for. Okay, well, that's probably a good sign, right? Okay, so they're gonna put the counters in the Ballista. Please try to ping this fucking Tide Shaper. I beg you. Nope, they're gonna go after Svyelun first. You know what? Again, depending on what's in their hand, if they go this route, like, it might actually be okay. Because if I can put a bunch of lords in play, then it should be fine. Alright, so I'm going to take 2 damage here. They're down to 2 cards. Alright, so it sort of worked. So, like, again, drawing a land and playing 2 lords would be actually... Or playing 3 lords would be great. Alright, cool. Now we are fighting back here, because it's gonna be... Yeah, it'll be very difficult for them to actually kill all the lords. That's, at least we gotta hope that. If they play another Arcbound Ravager, I swear to Svyelun. Oh, you fucking kidding me? How do you have 3 of them? What the fuck? This is not cool. Alright, fuck. Okay. Let's think about this. I don't need to tick this up. So, I have 15 power here. So let's see. Let's do the math. I can sacrifice this to the Ravager. Alright, so then the this will get +1 from this and then 2 from this, so it'll be at 3. And then they will sacrifice it to itself and put 4 counters in this. I think that's fine. No, we need this victory. I need this to so that I can feel like at least somewhat good about my decisions this week. I think no matter what they do, they can potentially only kill one thing. And they'll take a bajillion damage. Well, actually, I guess they could block first and then do it. Okay. If they play something, then I guess I'll play this master. Would putting them to 3 have mattered? I don't know. It might have. Okay. Well, I mean, they have enough blockers to live unless I can draw something that pushes through damage. So, I don't know. Maybe I was supposed to deal the extra 3 damage last turn. No, I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, that was insane. Damping Matrix, I need you. I need you so much. What do I not need here? Honestly, like, I kind of need like all of these cards. I guess I can take out a Vial and then one Svyelun. I don't know. I kind of feel like I need her though, because she makes Ballista really hard to use. Maybe I take out one Tide Shaper. Like I have to kind of force like actual Harden scales if they play it. I don't think I can keep this. This hand doesn't actually do enough. This is a little bit better, I guess. To put a land on the bottom. I don't think that this matters too much. I guess we go with the Sanctum. So this actually does something. I don't think they play like Chalice or anything that we care about, so but just in case, the Cavern under most circumstances is going to be better than the Botanical. Just we already have the blue mana in case we want to cast something like Petty Theft, so I'm not super concerned. That's a card, does a thing. That's an Ink Moth Nexus, and there's a Hangerback. Neat. This is gonna get crazy. You know, if we get Petty Theft at the right time, then, like, the Ozolith might... We could get rid of it, you know, when they have all the counters on it, so... That's super bad. That's super good. Alright. So I think I'm going to play Speaker here and then potentially crack this Waterlogged Grove. But I will hold up this member just in case. Actually, I might not want to crack Grove here. I might actually need the lands. I think it's fine to just attack with the Speaker. Like, it doesn't really matter what they do, because I can just use Dismember in response. I gotta be careful, though, because those Ink Moths definitely can get there. I don't think playing Svyelun here was the right call. They might just want to block with Hangerback Walker and then sacrifice it. Ooh, interesting. I would much prefer to kill the Ravager. Okay. Not that bad. It does mean that, whatever they target with the Ozolith, I can just dismember it, but probably has to be one of those Inkmoth Nexuses. You've got to be fucking kidding me. Yeah. Okay, well, let me think about the implications of this. I can't afford to let that happen. I think we're just screwed though, because like they still can just put all the counters from this onto Inkmoth Nexus if they want to. So I need to start like ripping something to deal with these things, because Ozolith is just going to kill me with them. Because right now they're attacking me for 8 infect. Like if they can find another land, I guess they are. But like the infect will kill me in 2 turns. Yeah, ooh, fuck. We went through 2 Ravagers already, so what's... Alright, well that's terrible. Actually... I think we're just boned, though. Now the Ink Moths are just going to get there. So I need to draw like Tide Shaper this turn. Whichever one they animate, I have to Tide Shaper it. And if I don't, then I think I'm dead. I mean, Borrower can technically block one of them, but like, that's still not great. They found a third Arcbound Ravager. Like, this is just insane. Like, they just found fucking 3 Ravagers. I mean, sure, do you, man. This also means that we actually are dead right now. So I need to, like, find something off this because, Ravager's just gonna kill us with this Ink Moth. Alright, we actually died of it. They can just, sacrifice artifacts into Ravager and then put it onto Ink Moth and we're dead. Nothing I can particularly do about that. Maybe I just need the Spreading Seas. Okay. Actually, do it like this, I guess. Alright, come on. This is important. Don't fail us now, deck. We've come so far. This league has been full of disappointment. I guess it's fine. We'll keep it. We have a Vial, we have a Lord. This Force doesn't do a whole lot, though, and, you know, with 3 lands in this hand, it's not very good. But I don't know that mulliganing is going to be much better. They molded 6, so that's some good news. 5, okay, this is starting to look up, because now if they play something like Ozolith on turn 1, forcing it's not going to feel that bad. And we can probably... They just gave up. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. I will take it. They just conceded game 3 because they were like, fucking going to 4. There's no way I'm beating someone who kept 7 cards. Alright, well... Against all odds, we managed to beat Harden Scales. Like, that match is incredibly hard, so... I don't know what to say. Like, Elementals is like another match that's like just incredibly, incredibly difficult, and it's kind of frustrating that we also lost versus like the 2 kind of combo decks that honestly we should be pretty reasonable against, but what are you gonna do? And what it comes down to is in the end they're all just playing like a bunch of like fire design stuff. So like playing Teferi to protect their combo, or you know, playing like Fury to just like, you know, blow up all the creatures, and or you know, just playing like a bunch of like free rhinos and, you know, turn 1 because of all the cascade nonsense. Like, Modern has gotten incredibly fast, and like I don't know. I will never give up in this point. I still think that Force of Will belongs in this format because like we are just kind of legacy, except like combo is better in this format. Really, that's what it comes down to. We have a lot more like creature removal, but now like creature combo is just like way stronger because like all like the core like pieces that you want for your deck for like those kind of things. You want your Skyclave Apparition because it is like some of the best removal on a stick that you're gonna find. Um, you want to play the elementals like Fury because like it's a 2-for-1 or sometimes a 3-for-1, and it costs 0 mana. Or I mean, it's like a 2-for-2 or a 3-for-2, I guess. But also like Ephemerate's a thing. Like all the ETBs are just super super stupidly strong. Or you know, or the only other way to like beat that stuff is you have to kind of go underneath it, which is why you also see decks like Hammer Time and Rhinos and stuff, because if they can't try to like kill you on like turn 3, like what are they even doing? Like, yeah, it's incredibly powerful, and like the Rhino deck can kind of it can wait until turn 4 because they have more kind of free interaction to play. You know, like you saw, they have Furies and stuff, or like if you just play like Omnath or something like that, you can drag the game out for quite a while. So, because of like the ridiculous, stupid amount of value on each one of these cards. So, but it was definitely not like a great league by any means. But I'm not sure that it's a failing of this deck or anything. So I can't be like too upset with this list. It still feels like kind of what we want to be doing. What would I change? Like, I'm thinking that there's less of a need to have something like Spreading Seas in the sideboard, but like the second you remove Spreading Seas, you're just gonna go up against like Tron and then get wrecked by them. Because we don't have a lot of good anti-Tron stuff in here, to be honest. Like, we don't have like actual factual counterspell or anything. Maybe another Dismember would be nice, but like I don't know what you would want to cut to find room for it. Or like, the Torpor Orb is important against a lot of decks, but even still, they're running lots of answers for it too. So you kind of have to be lucky to have it, and have lucky to have it stick. And it's in some of these matches, that's a lot to ask for. So Modern's all over the place right now. Some people really like it when Modern, has like a bajillion different super powerful decks, but like I kind of look at it and see, like themes, of like Luris is probably the big one right now. I don't think that Luris should be in this format. It's just its representation among like the winning decks just keeps growing and growing. And I mean, the only other way that like decks are keeping up with stuff like that is, by more powerful, ridiculously pushed cards like Ragavan and Dragon Rage Channeler, you know, Urza Saga. Like, do those cards make a format better, or is it just like kind of narrowing it near like the top? Like, I don't know. It almost is like you can play whatever you want as long as you're playing like one of those cards in your deck, or better yet, two of them. So that's kind of how the format is at the moment, and some people are really happy that they can just like say, okay, well, I'll just take this deck and I'll add like Saga and Dragon's Rage Channeler, or I'll add like Luris and Channeler, or something like that, and then they'll say, oh, well, my deck is fine, or I'll add like Luris and Urza Saga, and look, see, now my artifact deck's really good. And it's just, there's some diversity in that regard, but like it's it's diversity that in my eyes is kind of artificial because it's just being carried in the backs of like a few just ridiculously over the top powerful cards at the moment. So that's what it is. I think Ephemerate is probably like becoming one of them. Like, we kind of knew that it was gonna be when the elementals were spoiled, but like we've seen elementals tick up since then. Like, it's kind of funny that now like Kihira sees almost as much play as Urion does, despite the fact that Kihira is like almost it's fair to say that it's mostly a worse companion, but just having an extra card to pitch is sometimes really valuable for like Solitude. So, all right, I'm done ranting. I don't really have anything else to say. Hopefully, we'll have more fun when we're playing historic Merfolk. I'm looking forward to that because I think that the build is going to be a little bit more interesting because now we actually have some different routes that we can go with it, and so I kind of know where I want my list to be for that. So we'll see how it goes. Anyways, that's all I've got. So I hope everybody had fun this week. Yeah, I don't know. We go from like an incredibly good week to like just a pretty like week. So, but that's just how MTGO is. So this program is it's very very random at times. Sometimes things go your way a lot, and sometimes they don't. So, all right, everybody, take it easy. I'll see you next week.